The aircraft manufacturer today announced it could cut thousands of jobs in the UK, saying it was beginning to press the button on crisis actions over Brexit. If Britain left the EU's single market and customs union, and failed to secure a transition trade deal, it would lead to severe disruption and interruption of UK production, Airbus said. In a tweet, the former UKIP leader hit out at Airbus for threatening to leave Britain, saying its decision was heavily influenced by £16.6 billion in aid it received from the EU, Mr. Farage tweeted. Hardly surprising, Airbus are threatening us today when they've taken billions in EU funding. In May, the World Trade Organization ruled the EU had breached rules to fork out billions in subsidies against Airbus. The U.S. Trade Representative, USTR, argued EU countries funded £16.6 billion, $22 billion, to Airbus to produce its A380 and A380 jets, causing massive losses to their U.S. competitor Boeing. Airbus published a risk assessment yesterday, saying if the UK failed to clinch a transition deal after Brexit next year, it would force Airbus to reconsider its investments in the UK and its long-term footprint in the country. Airbus employs up to 14,000 people at 25 different sites in the UK, with jobs now at risk. As Brexit talks are still underway, Prime Minister Theresa May has proposed two post-Brexit options: a customs partnership that would eradicate customs checks at UK's borders, and highly streamlined customs deal that would reduce checks on goods instead of removing them completely. Getting Nigel Farage slammed Airbus for threatening to leave the UK. However, EU's Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier dismissed both options as impractical. A Welsh government spokesman said the Airbus announcement was extremely worrying. He said, "We have repeatedly warned that the UK cannot take the huge economic risk of cutting ourselves adrift from the single market and customs union, particularly in the case of manufacturing sectors which in Wales are so important in providing high-paid, high-skilled jobs." Tom Williams, Chief Operating Officer of Airbus Commercial Aircraft, said in any scenario, Brexit had severe negative consequences for the UK aerospace industry, particularly for Airbus, adding that the impact would be significant. He said, "Put simply, a no-deal scenario directly threatens Airbus' future in the UK.